Good morning, children. How are you? I hope you all are fine. And see, children, day before yesterday, we have discussed about a story about the annual haircut day. What is the lesson name, children? Annual haircut day. Annual haircut day. See, children, what we have discussed regarding this story, children. Let us revise once again, then we will see the few hard words, new words related to the chapter. In this story, one main character, Srinivas, Sringeri Srinivas. There is one main character, children, Sringeri Srinivas. See, children, this fellow used to cut his hair once in a year, and the day is known as the annual haircut day. Annual haircut day. The day he went to a usual local barber for his haircut. As his hair was very long, the barber refused to cut such a long hair because already so many customers are waiting outside the shop. So thereafter he went to his home and he asked help from his wife. His wife also, children, refused to cut the hair as his hair was very long and it take more time to cut, and she was very busy in the household works. So she also refuses to cut the long hair. So the Srinivas decided to go to the tailor, one of his friend to the tailor. He went to the tailor. When he reached there, he asked the help from the tailor. Now here, the tailor, his friend also refused to cut the hair. As he has a lot of work to do that day, he was not free to cut such a long hair. His tailor friend also refused to cut the long hair. Thereafter, children, what happened? He again went to his another friend, carpenter friend, for the haircut. The carpenter also refused to cut such a long hair. Now he used to roam all the day here and there. But at the end, see, children, now the day was going to end and still haircut was not completed. He was very upset and he went into the forest. And in the forest, children, he sat near the tiger's cave. He sat outside the tiger's cave. There, when he was crying loudly, the tiger was disturbed. As the tiger was sleeping inside the cave, the tiger was disturbed by the Srinivas' voice. So, the tiger came out of the cave. As Srinivas saw the tiger, he was very scared, very afraid, very frightened, and he ran as fast as possible. Because of his fearness, because of his scaredness, he lost all his hair, and he was very happy that his hair fell. And for the long time, any hair did not grow on his head. So this is the annual haircut day story, children. Let us see the few hard words related to the story. Srinivas, Srinivas, Srinivas. Just simply we are just reading few hard words related to the story, children. Carpenter, C-A-R-P-E-N-T-E-R, carpenter. B-A-R-B-E-R, barber. H-A-I-R, hair. W-I-F-E, wife. T-I-G-E-R, tiger. T-A-I-L-O-R, Tyler, cried, 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 UPSET, upset. Next children, SCI, SS, ORS, scissors. Okay. Next, CAVE, cave, HAPPY, happy. These are the few words, children, which are related to the chapter. Once have a look, all of you. Srinivas, carpenter, barber, hair, wife, tiger, Tyler, cried, upset, scissors, cave, happy. These are the few words, children, few new words which you can learn from this story. And see, children, regarding the lesson, we have few grammar points related to this chapter. What are they, children? If you see, one, the things which we can count are known as countables. The things which we cannot count are known as uncountable. Here they have explained, the children, few things regarding the countables and uncountables. After discussing this topic, we will conclude today's chapter. Okay? Already we have learned this story. You have to read the story in your textbook. Now they have introduced, children, two terms to us: countable and uncountable. How you can explain, children, countable and uncountable? Countable means like a bettagaliggevi. Uncountable means the things which we cannot count. The things which we can count are known as countable, and the things which we cannot count are known as uncountables. Now if you see the countables, suppose pen, if 1 pen, 2 pen, 3 pens, 4 pens, we can count. If I'll give the example of hair, can you count the hair? No, we can't. Suppose I gave you the example of water. Can you count the water? 1 water, 2 water, 3 water? No. Water is again uncountable. Okay? If I say table. Okay, let us take table. Table 1, 2, 3, 4. We can count tables or benches. We can bench. It's it. These two things we can count. So they are considered as the countables. So we can explain that, children, the things which we can count are known as countables, and the things which we cannot count are known as uncountables. Okay. In our chapter, children, they have been explained to us about the countables and about the uncountables. One exercise they have been explained, and they have given us few words to separate. Let us take those words and we will separate such words through in countable and uncountable forms. First I will write the words, children. Then we will discuss. Now let us take the words, children. Tomato, salt, tea, key, chair, jam, bread, hen, leaf, star, oil, bottle. These are the few words where we have to divide in countable form and uncountable form. uncountable form. Okay. Now see, oil. Can you count the oil, children? Can you count the oil? No, we can't count the oil. So we can write oil in a uncountable tabular. Okay. One by one we will take tomato. 1, 2, 3, 4 tomatoes we can count. So we can write here tomato in the countable form. Next tea. Tea we cannot count. So we have to write here tea. Next children, chair. Chairs we can count. Bread we can't count. Leaves we can count. Bottle we can count bottles. Salt we can't count. Key we can count. Jam we cannot count. Hens. Stars. So in this way we have explained the words as countable and uncountables. Today I will conclude my chapter here, children. Tomorrow we will meet again.